Hello, everyone. Welcome. Try to get this hair together. Welcome to the morning energy reading, the morning energy live reading. Welcome. Look at this that my sister got me. Aries girl Allie. That is so cute. My little sister got me this the other day. We went out trying to spend time with. I have 9 sisters. For those of you who don't know. I have 8 sisters. For those of you who don't know, I have 8 sisters. There's 9 of us. So everybody's an adult now. My youngest sister just became an adult last year. So they have their lives. Everybody has their lives. So I gotta I'm big on family. So I'm trying to make sure I see them all through the holiday season, right? And schedules are conflicting. So I saw one this week. I'm going to see another 5, hopefully tomorrow, because one of them's having a pajama Christmas party. And then Papa was a Rolling Stone. Apple, cinnamon. Papa was a Rolling Stone, okay? Wherever he laid his hat was his home. No, I'm just kidding. My dad, let me tell you this. My dad, to this day, people are like, that's your dad? I'm like, yeah. He's like 51 now. He's like, they're like, that's your dad? I'm like, yeah. Like, since I was a little girl, they were like, so just FYI, my parents are extremely good looking. Extremely good looking. But my dad was that man, okay, and still is. He is a very, very attractive man. So yes, he has 8 daughters. 8 daughters and 3 boys. So I wonder what that had to say about his karma, that he had 8 girls. And they're all fabulous. All of my sisters are freaking fabulous. My parents are very good looking. There's no secret there. So I was blessed in that department with my moon and Venus in my 12th house, Cancer rising. So it shows up. You can kind of tell how people look by their rising sign. 8 girls. But yeah, so I'm trying to see them all for the Christmas holidays. This is why I'm not really booking any personal readings, because that sits me down. I can't move, which is why I'm only doing mini readings. I know you guys keep requesting personal readings, but I promise you I'm not doing them, and have like 2 video readings I have to catch up on and send those out today. But other than that, I'm not doing any personal readings. I can't sit down for longer than 30 minutes. So mini readings are still available, and those will be conducted on Monday. You will have your mini reading by the end of the day. I'm accepting a few more. The cutoff is 11:59 p.m. Sunday. Yeah, one of my sisters is coming down to spend Christmas with me. She's going to surprise my son. That's my sister that's why I have 9 sisters. Duh. Okay. My dad has 9 girls. I have 8 sisters on that side, and then my mom has 1 daughter. We don't have the same dad, right? So yeah, I do have 9 sisters. I'm like, wait a minute. I always have to do that. Still to this day, I have to count through them just to make sure. But yeah, my sister, who we share the same mom, she's coming down for Christmas, and she's surprising my son. So he's gonna love that. Grief is different for children. My son is he was very, very attached to my mom, like almost like this, she used to call him her son, like the second mom. But he doesn't really bring her up until it's the holidays, because I think that's when she made things so special. And of course, I got to put my son in therapy just to stay ahead of the curve, because it's like his first traumatic loss. But this is going to be good for him, that my sister's going to surprise him. So he's on cloud 9 because he's made new friends. So somebody tried to curse old girl over there. So in case you've been wondering where she's at, she's in the sink right now. She's just getting some water. Somebody in the comment section yesterday was like, if the leaves start shriveling up or if they start curling, it may mean somebody sent you some negative energy or some sort of curse. I was laughing to myself. I was like, girl, thank you for calling me out. She's just been neglected. Okay, that's it. Now, if somebody's sending me some negative energy, I don't know. It's not touching me over here. But P was just neglected. I love that you guys think that she's flourishing. She went to the school of the heart, not life. So she still flourishes through, the hardships, but I have neglected her a little bit. So she's in the sink right now, getting some love. All right. Nobody is messing with P. All right. Or C. So let's take a look here. Yes. Definitely to the plant, absorbing all my negative energy. I mean, there are definitely plants though. I mean, plants, they do elevate your energy. They do protect you. So that's not far-fetched. But I know P unfortunately, she's been neglected. Okay. I have a snake plant over there around the corner that is thriving. And that's usually a great plant for protecting you from negative energy. Put it in front of your doorway. So let's take a look here. Let's pull one card from the Good Tarot today for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Last night I did 2 readings for you guys and stopped and took a break and fell asleep when I was watching The Nutty Professor with my son. So the second reading that I did yesterday is going to come on right after this. It'll look like nighttime just because it's pre-recorded from last night. I passed out 5 minutes into the movie. All right. So let's take a look here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. What do we have here for Aries? Give us one card here for the energy for today for Aries. There it is. We have the 7 of Earth, the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Earth, the 7 of Pentacles. Thank you so much to Kamisha. Look what she got me. These are back. We'll be back in action today. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. That's my first gift that I've gotten from this Christmas season. So thank you so much. So, that's my favorite deck that I connect with. So I'm going to cleanse that bad boy up today, and I'll be using it for the next 48 this afternoon. Hopefully I'm going to get that in today. I have 2 Christmas parties to get ready for, but I'm definitely going to do that. So thank you, Kamisha. If you're in here, if you're not, I'm going to send you a DM. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's pull. Hello, everyone. Hey, Allie. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Let's take a look here at the wisdom of the Oracle. One card here today for Aries. Hello, Dominique. Let's see here. I knew this card was going to come out. I kept seeing it as I was shuffling. So you got the round and round, number 25, and the 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. Let's see what it talks about in this deck. It's usually a deck of investments, pouring into things, planting seeds and waiting for them to prosper, the long game. We can invest in, obviously, wealth, assets, or people, or energy. So let's see what Colette says about this one in her deck. This is the 7 of Earth. Opening to a new strategy. Oh, that makes sense with the round and round. Opening to a new strategy, being at a crossroads, a decision to be made. That's different. So as I reflect on my progress to date, there's the investments, and see where I stand, I contemplate whether I want to continue singing the same song or change my tune. I'm always free to go back to and reimagine what I might co-create. If what I manifested does not serve me as I thought it might, I don't have to be afraid to admit it is no longer for me. Whatever I choose to do, I am not afraid to start over. For I feel assured that spirit will always support my highest good. I love this deck because she always speaks in terms of manifestation. And this is so true. This is so good. This is such a great message here. Because with the round and round card, I can read this as well, though I know what it's about. It's about feeling like you're in the same situation or same scenario all over again. But when you take a step to look around, you really are you really are a little bit further. You really have made progress in your situation, even if it doesn't feel like it. Okay. It could be a particular situation or scenario where you feel like you are turning your wheels. It's something has ended up in the same spot again, right? It could be like with a relationship. You think something is going great, and now it's like you're in the same boat again. The thing about that is that feelings are our emotional guidance system. So they tell you, right? They're guiding you and they tell you where you are based off of what you're feeling. But feelings don't have to be concrete. You don't have to harden them into fact to continue to perpetuate a certain reality that you do not desire. And if we knew how powerful, I'm going to say this all the time because I love how Colette Baron-Reid described it in her definition. She uses law of attraction terms. Reimagining. Your imagination is the most powerful thing that you have with the mind, right? When we sit down and visualize, right, or imagine something to be that we want it to be, that is how we create. It's the same thing when we do it with negative things. The fact that we have this specific idea how something is going to turn out, and we already feel our way through that idea, you literally harden that into fact, right? Let's use a relationship because a lot of people go through that with relationships. It's the same thing. Everything is going good, and then all of a sudden something starts going bad with your man or your girl, and you immediately jump to, I knew this was going to happen. This always happens. It's that time where things start falling apart. You can either you can continue into that thought, which is going to produce feelings, which is going to produce little mini short visions and dreams of, imaginal acts. Okay. We do it all the time. We try to jump to the end to create scenarios in our head, right? Which is why people call people delusional sometimes. We do that all the time. Or you can stop and deny the 3D circumstances of what you see, which is very hard for some people because some people only live in their concrete reality. Some people are so fixated on what they can see, taste, touch, and hear that that's it. That's real. Nothing else can be true. And those people live a life where it's like the round and round and round, right? That's the life you live because you are so fixated on what you have, what you know, what you can touch, what you can feel, what you can see. They are incapable of denying that their imagination or their mind has power to change that influence. So if you see something that you don't like in the physical, what you do is, right? You take a step back. You don't engage, okay? You go in your little armchair, you go in your beanbag, you go in your bed, and you calm yourself down for about 30 minutes, and you start to imagine what it would feel like if this problem had the best solution, okay? This problem had the best solution that I could feel for, that you can imagine. And don't even worry about the feelings. We all visualize, we all imagine, you turn on a song that you like, and you start seeing a picture in your head because this song induces feelings, right? I think a lot of people get carried away that they can't visualize or they can't feel this. I never experienced this, so I don't know what it would feel like. But you can use your imagination. You really can. I mean, everyone is always manifesting. Just by somebody saying, I can't do this, that's a manifestation. That's it. You can use affirmations. Some people believe affirmations are stronger, and that's a manifestation. The fact that they believe that affirmations are stronger, they have just manifested that for themselves. You understand? So anything is true that you say, you see, you believe, you think. So if you're in a situation where you feel like you're spinning your wheels and you've invested so much in it already, but you don't like where it's going, or you don't like the outcome, or you don't like where you can kind of see where it's going, take a moment to stop, to refocus and reimagine what it is that you would desire your outcome to be. It does not have to be the same thing as 3D facts or evidence may make it feel like in this moment. Okay? I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I do it with food. I do it with food. I will sit down and be like, you know what? I want to, like, my son likes Popeyes. We can't eat it all the time because it's unhealthy. But I'm like, you know what? I want to do Popeyes, and I really want, I don't want to spend any more money this week on eating out. So I sat down one day, this is a few months ago, and I sat down in my chair on my couch, and I just started visualizing what it would feel like, because everybody can taste Popeyes, tasting it, biting into it, crunching into it. And I did that. Probably it took only about 20 minutes. and I got some sort of unexpected gift or blessing through Cashapp, and boom, ordered it because I just didn't want to spend any more money on. I didn't want to spend any more money on eating out because I can do that frivolously, and I need to stop. Right? I'm just using an example. How small, how little. I saw it in my imagination, and boom, it came through. That's another thing. When people are trying to manifest money, I know everybody wants the money, the dollar amount. But it'll come if you imagine the thing that you want. It really will. How else are you going to get it? You know what I'm saying? Somebody could pay for it for you. Somebody can give it to you. But a lot of times I've seen through manifestation, if you imagine the thing, the pretty new red car that you want, and you imagine sitting yourself in it and holding the steering wheel and driving and feeling the wind in your ear, you'll get the money for it. You know, instead of trying to just manifest the money so you can feel like you have the freedom to do what you want. Imagine and visualize the things that you want, and the money will come. It really does. It really will. Okay. Hello, everyone. Let's pull 3 cards for today and see what comes out. So like I was mentioning in before, what do you need to know? I feel like it's a very important, what do you need to know is coming up. It's very specific, so it may not be for everyone. I recorded it last night, but I fell asleep before I could upload it. You don't need a Popeyes up there. You don't need, I'm telling you, you don't need it. We got one on every corner down here. All right, let's take a look here. This is for, all right, Aries. Let's see what this is that came out. The sun, beautiful. Maybe somebody just had an aha moment, an epiphany, an enlightening moment with the sun coming out here, because the sun is getting everything that you need. The sun is joy. The sun is happiness. And so is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. So when I see this with the 7 of Earth and the 7 of Pentacles with round and round, somebody may feel like they're stuck in a situation and things are just manifesting how they always have. But there may be a period of enlightenment or pushing through some sort of limiting circumstance, and you get your desire. You get your happily ever after with the 10 of Cups. Yes, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about change. You've learned a particular lesson in your life, and what do you do when you're in school? You learn a lesson, you take the test, you pass the course, you go to the next class. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And with that usually comes some sort of positive experience, right? You get an A, you're celebrating, you get your certificate. That's kind of describes the Wheel of Fortune. It's the game of life. It's the wheel of life. You got to go around. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's really difficult. And boom, you have conquered it. You have excelled at it. You have learned that lesson. Now we get a little bit of positivity or windfall or something beautiful comes through for you. And now you're on to the next thing. That's life, right? The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card in the sense that, hey, job well done. You've learned this lesson. Now what's fated is to come for you. It's a card of fate and good fortune. And the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. These are really great cards here, Aries. Haven't seen this in a while. For your readings, look at this. The Sun, the 10 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun is a card of positivity, happiness, joy, new beginnings, prosperity. But it's also a card of enlightenment. When you're enlightened, you can have anything that you desire. Anything. When you're enlightened, you can have good and bad. It's completely up to you what you choose to focus your attention to. You know, you see those people who are always negative, always have difficult things happening to them. It's because they chose their reality. They would argue that they didn't, but usually, they do. Okay. It's what they're focusing their attention on. The 10 of Cups is a happily ever after card. It is your wish fulfillment. It's also spiritual alignment, getting all of the things that fulfill you emotionally. Okay. And you're content just looking at your children or looking at your life that you've created, maybe with your partner or maybe by yourself. Maybe this is a goal that you created for yourself in business, career, or life, or health, or spirituality. But it is happiness and joy and contentment. So this is a very beautiful energy here, Aries. It feels like somebody is in that position of feeling stuck, or like everything that they've invested in a situation, they're not seeing what they thought they would see. But it's like right before something is about to sprout up. Matter of fact, the 7 of Pentacles in this deck has a very good depiction of that. Let me see if I can find it. These cards are so hard to get through. Let me see here. Here it is. A lot of times people give up on their dreams and goals right here. And they feel like everything that they've invested in, everything that they've worked on within a relationship was just fruitless, or the project or the manifestation was just fruitless. And if you keep going, right, and you could see his energy sources into his focus is on the things, the seeds that he's planted, and you continue to focus, it will sprout up. It will come to fruition. You will have that breakthrough. You really will. You just have to keep nurturing yourself, nurturing the relationship, nurturing your business, most importantly, nurturing yourself. Because if you're not well, then nothing around you will be. You understand? Like nothing else will flourish. Nothing else will grow. When you're tired, what do we do as an adults? When we get tired, we get cranky too. And there's no one there to pat our butt. You know what I'm saying? There's no one there to soothe us. So we have to soothe ourselves. Because if we're not good, everything around us falls apart. So Aries, there's about to be some sort of breakthrough here for you. And whatever this is that you're manifesting, you're going through, you're creating your relationship here. You just have to stay the course. And if something is not looking like you thought it would, take a moment to stop and reimagine the situation, how you want that situation to be. And then when you come out of that imaginal act, deny everything that you're seeing in the 3D because it doesn't align with what you just imagined. The more you persist in denying what you see in the 3D and not engaging, that imaginal act will push through. It works every single time. Okay, every single time. The key is to not be triggered by the 3D circumstances. It could be difficult, but make believe like you used to when you were a little kid. This is not real. This is not happening. What is real is what I just envisioned for myself. That's what's really going to happen for me today. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. It says I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, this rising. Beautiful. That means something is changing in the air. And it seems like it's changing in the air for the collective. So that is beautiful. All right. So, and y'all naturally doing too much right here. This is Dominique. She's also started giving personal readings herself. She's an Aries. There's a lot of readers that join the chat some days. Don't say anything. You guys can definitely promote yourself. I do not care. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. Take care, and I'll be back later, and I will be posting the What Do You Need to Know right after this. All right. Have a great day.